Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into, pun absolutely intended, a truly fascinating intersection of nature and innovation. Look, if you've ever kept an aquarium, you know that balancing a delicate underwater ecosystem can sometimes feel like a full-time job. It's tough. But what if you had a brilliant, tireless assistant to help you out? Well, today, we're going to look at how artificial intelligence and smart technology are completely transforming the way we care for aquariums. We're talking about turning a hobby that used to require constant, stressful guesswork into a precise, stress-free science. Okay, let's dive right into this. For decades, the traditional aquarium hobby was honestly plagued by historic anxiety. You know the feeling. You're constantly wondering, am I feeding them too much? Are the lights on too long? Wait, is the water chemistry off? That was the old way. It was completely reactive, full of guesswork, and a lot of times it led to sudden algae outbreaks, or worse, sick fish. But today, we have the smart way. Welcome to the modern era of proactive care, AI monitoring, and most importantly, incredible stability. Technology is literally acting as a massive safety net for our aquatic ecosystems.
So let's look at the first major shift, moving from reactive to proactive care.
In the old days, you usually only found out a fish was sick or that your water was toxic when it was simply too late. The damage was already done. Today, though, smart monitors act as a 24/7 digital sentry for your tank. They connect right to your home Wi-Fi and send instant push notifications to your phone the absolute second a parameter begins to drift. We're talking way before your fish even feel it. But it goes way beyond just sending a simple alert. And this brings us to predictive analytics. Advanced systems don't just read the current pH of your water, they use cloud-based data to actually analyze trends. So for example, the AI might notice that your tank's pH is slowly dropping every single Tuesday. It correlates that drop with your heavy feeding schedule and then sends you a proactive suggestion to increase aeration or adjust your buffer. It completely anticipates the issue before your sensitive fish, like your discus or German blue rams, experience any stress at all.
Moving right along to our next section, your personal AI aquarist.
Now, beyond just monitoring parameters, we're entering this incredible era of having a highly personalized consultant that lives right on your phone or computer, ready to help you manage your specific tank setup. Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer breadth of what AI tools like Aquaforest's AFI and Tascade's AI Aquarium Keeping Advisor Agent can handle. And this is for absolute beginners all the way to seasoned experts. They can analyze your water chemistry, visually identify pests and diseases, calculate incredibly precise chemical dosing, provide aesthetic aquascaping advice, and even track the growth and health of your fish and plants over time. It's basically a comprehensive digital toolkit for your tank.
Let's take Aquaforest's AFI as a specific example. If you keep a reef tank, you already know how complicated water chemistry can be. It's a lot. While AFI is designed to translate those highly complex ICP test results into simple, actionable steps. You literally just upload your lab results and the AI breaks down the deep water chemistry for you. It instantly detects if you have a dangerous deficiency or an excess of specific trace elements. It just takes all that terrifying math and guesswork completely out of the equation.
And then on the flip side, Tascade's AI agent allows for some unbelievable customization. You start by just inputting your specific aquarium size and the exact species of fish and plants you're keeping. From there, you can actually upload your own personal care sheets and favorite documents to train the AI on your preferred methods. And because it has persistent memory, it tracks your tank's growth over time. The brilliant part? This AI continuously learns. The more data you feed it, the more hyper-accurate its advice becomes for your unique underwater world.
All right, let's jump into Section 3, automating the underwater ecosystem.
So, AI isn't just giving us software advice anymore, it's physically taking control of the environment. Smart technology is stepping in to regulate the physical elements of your tank. And honestly, there's no better example of this than the evolution of complex aquarium lighting systems. Lighting used to just be a basic, clunky mechanical timer. Now, AI lighting flawlessly mimics natural circadian rhythms. It simulates gradual sunrises and sunsets to prevent light shock, which, fun fact, used to cause skittish fish to literally jump right out of the tank. These new systems can even simulate cloud cover and lunar phases to trigger natural spawning behaviors. Plus, for those of you keeping demanding SPS corals or deep plants, the AI calculates PAR optimization. This ensures your plants get the exact light energy they need to thrive without accidentally fueling a massive algae breakout.
10. Just 10 minutes. That single number represents a massive leap forward in tank cleanliness. You see, modern smart feeders feature this brilliant integration where they automatically communicate with your wave makers and filters, shutting them off for exactly 10 minutes when food is dispensed. This prevents the current from immediately sucking all those expensive flakes right into the filter, where they would just sit, rot, and cause massive nitrate spikes.
And the smart feeders themselves are getting a serious AI upgrade. High-end models in 2026 are actually using built-in cameras with computer vision. They visually recognize when your fish are actively gathered at the surface, and they dispense food only when the fish are ready to eat. Combined with app-controlled precise portion weights, this completely solves the classic, just one more pinch, overfeeding problem. And as we know, overfeeding is hands down the #1 cause of tank failures for beginners.
Now, what about cleaning the glass? The chore we all absolutely dread, right? Well, enter the robotic glass cleaners. They are perfectly described as a Roomba for your fish tank. These little devices use advanced sensors to constantly map the glass of your aquarium. And because they clean 24/7, they prevent tough coralline algae or green spot algae from ever gaining a foothold. They even use AI to detect obstacles, like if a snail is in the way, the robot navigates around it to prevent the dreaded snail grinds that permanently scratches acrylic tanks. How cool is that?
Which brings us to Section 4, Diagnosing Diseases with AI. And this might be the most exciting future frontier.
We're moving fast toward a reality where your smartphone camera becomes your most advanced and vital veterinary diagnostic tool. Just imagine walking up to your tank and taking a quick 10-second video of a lethargic platy on your phone. Advanced image recognition instantly analyzes the fish's swimming pattern and skin texture. The AI then diagnoses an illness, like itch or velvet, before the white spots are even visible to the naked human eye. It immediately generates actionable advice, alerting you that your fish is suffering from a bacterial infection and telling you, right then and there, to raise the tank temperature to 80 degrees.
So, the absolutely crucial point here is that this technology fundamentally lowers the barrier to entry for the entire hobby. You no longer need to spend years and years learning to spot the incredibly subtle signs of fish illness. This early intervention doesn't just save the lives of your fish, though that's amazing on its own. It protects beginners from the immense heartbreak of early failures. It keeps them from getting discouraged and just quitting the hobby entirely after their first real setback.
All right, let's pivot to Section 5, the human-tech balance.
Time for a quick reality check. As incredible as all this technology is, these systems are designed to be brilliant assistants. They are not an excuse to put your ecosystem on blind autopilot. Smart aquariums absolutely still require a human touch. For every tech feature, there is a vital human responsibility. Smart monitors are great, but the physical probes get covered in biofilm, they require monthly manual calibration, or they're going to give you false readings. Smart heaters are a total lifesaver, but you should always keep a redundant, dumb glass thermometer in the tank because, well, equipment glitches happen. And even with brilliant automation, you still need to get your hands wet and do manual filter maintenance. At the end of the day, your eyes and your care are always the final line of defense.
And I have to give you a warning against a very modern temptation: over-tinkering. Look, just because you have an app that lets you change your tank's lighting or CO2 settings from your bed at 2 a.m. doesn't mean you should. In fish keeping, stability is the most important parameter, period. Fish thrive when conditions change slowly, just like they do in the wild. AI should be used as a buffer to slow down changes and maintain stability, not as a tool to constantly chase perfect numerical parameters. Which brings us to our final thought. Smart technology and AI are really the ultimate safety nets. They remove the human error of inconsistent feeding and erratic light cycles, allowing your fish to display their most natural, beautiful behaviors. The whole goal of all this tech is simply to let you spend way less time stressing over maintenance and a lot more time enjoying the serene beauty of the life inside your tank. So the question is, are you ready to let AI take the wheel of your underwater world? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope you're as excited about the future of this hobby as I am.